Unfortunately, the amount of raffia being dug up is in fact diminishing. There aren't a lot of spots left where we can dig, either. Well, yes, of course, I do understand. What? What suspicion? What do you mean? Well, because I just want to know, that's all. That's very true. Well, if they're going to make ridiculous accusations, we'll go to the Organo.
Huh?
You think you can mess with me? I told you this area is going to be made into the Rakan's territory. I know you don't like paying a lot of money, do you, Grandma? And to be perfectly honest, we're just the same as you people. We're not here to rob you. It's against my better nature to wring a lot of money out of you. We're here to protect you, you know? You want to come with me? I'll show you a good time. Huh? What the hell are you? Ha! Losers from Gabe! Why don't you just go back to the mountain and squirm around in some pig grease? You bastards will never get away with this! Hey!
Tell me, do you have confidence in your body? With that new arm, you think you have no need for any other weapon?
Weapon?
A sword is just an outdated weapon that the people of Gabe used in the old days. Guns are more popular these days because they're simpler.
Why are you telling me any of this?
You are no longer a game player. In Luke's, using axes and guns to fight is the way of the lowlife.
But I haven't changed from before.
Probably not. But you are now a member of the Organo. And you must learn that a member must always show absolute strength towards non-members.
What a pain.
Yes, it's quite a pain. Yes. You must make the sword an extension of your fingers.
Like I said, we should go set up our den over there, and then we should beat up whoever disobeys us. That'll teach them a lesson, you know? And one more thing. Let me be in charge of some of our soldiers. Come on!
It's about time you stopped acting like a spoiled brat.
Okay.
Hey, so where the hell have you been? We really got to decide quickly on the location of our new den.
Yeah.
Shinji, I didn't know you were here.
Hal, what do you think of our capabilities now to fight a war?
Well, to be completely honest, if we make a bunch of fools of ourselves again in another spectacle, the guys below us will, Hey, Yoko, why don't you go get us some drinks? And while you're at it, why don't you go get us something to eat, too?
Sure, after my hair dries.
Just go.
All right, then. Shinji, so what do you want?
Whatever's fine.
You two are so pathetic. You have nothing better to do than chat the day away.
The manager of the dig site was killed?
Right. But thanks to Mizuno's blundered power grab, the management has gone haywire. Apparently, they killed the assassin, an expendable underling, no doubt, without extracting information from him.
Could it be the Union?
If it is, then we have a serious problem.
All right, I'll look into it.
Why don't you go along with Toyama?
Why did the chief let her come here all by herself?
I don't know. Maybe she's taking a field trip. It's not funny. If something ever happens to her, there's no way we'll be able to deal with it on our own.
The Organo guys won't touch her, but who knows about anybody else who doesn't know who she is?
Those who do know are more dangerous. I don't know. Maybe we should report this back to the mountain.
You've grown so much. I know you. You're Ikose's son. You're taller, but there's a striking resemblance. How are you? It's been a very long time since I last saw you. And how's your mother doing? I see.
My father... No, never mind. I already know.
You know your father was
being paid for selling out his own people, wasn't he?
That's no way to talk about your father.
Sold out his own people and died miserably. The bastard lost everything and had only himself to blame.
I can see everything. But
we, the people of Lux, are kept alive by the class in order to collect raffia. Do you think the people above need raffia so badly?
That's none of my business.
You have heard why this is the only place that produces raffia, have you not? That in the old days a countless number of bodies were buried here.
No, I never heard that.
I believe your father was a watchman here, was he not? Fathers are just strangers that happen to be related to you by blood. There's something fishy about the murdered manager. Apparently he often went out to meet with someone.
What do we do?
We have to find out who he was meeting with.
That lady doctor from the class is taking care of those legs of yours, right?
What are you trying to say?
Don't you want to see what it's like up on the hill? I'm thinking maybe we're wasting time worrying and fighting about little pieces of territory. What I'm trying to say is, I don't want to grow old in the same way as those old bastards did.
Don't you think it would be wise to refrain from making such dangerous remarks?
Looking back at that pyromaniac from the surface, I'm beginning to think that his idea itself wasn't so bad.
So what are you trying to say? What do you want from me?
Nothing. I don't expect to get anything from you for the moment. However, it wouldn't hurt to know what I can get.
Like Doc. She's just a woman who abandoned the class to come here.
Yes, that's the kind of thing I want to know. I'll have your offers ready for you very shortly.
The murdered man was apparently illegally selling part of a shipment of raffia.
that hurts.
Tell me, why are you avoiding me?
Because I don't want to see it.
See what?
Your future. I don't want the future that I saw for you to come true.
My what? Tell me, what did you see? Please tell me, what did you see about me? It's my future. I want to know about it.
Ichise!
Help? Someone.
bring her over here. She just got a little upset, that's all.
Ron, she said that she'd see my future.
That's because she's a seer. There's something I want to tell you. I see you've been resenting your father all this time. Well, that's understandable, but you're not being fair to him. Ikose didn't betray his people. Others came to hold grudges against him because he was trying to prevent us diggers from selling raffia through illegal channels. If anyone did that, it would be a serious crime, and that person would have to be punished. That's why Ikose kept his mouth shut. Kept it shut and died quietly.
Tell me, who framed my father?
What good does it do for you to know now?
What? What are you trying to show me? Tell me.
Is everything all right with you?
My mother knew.
Things are very different right now. You shouldn't get ideas about settling old scores.
And what are you trying to say to me?
Well, I do not think there's any need for you to be alarmed at this point. However, there's no harm in being too cautious.
It's not a bad thing to have ambition. In fact, I'd say it's rather necessary here in Nukes. But having ambition without regard for one's position will only hurt oneself.
I believe I am well aware of that, Doc.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm simply saying that because I'm deeply concerned about how you're adjusting to your legs.
At any rate, I'm merely offering you this piece of advice. The organo is not monolithic. Goodbye.
It's time for the executive meeting. Pardon me for saying, but I think you need some rest. Perhaps in my apartment?
There's no need for concern.
I thought it was the Union who approached him with the idea of selling raffia illegally, but it doesn't seem to be the case. And of course, it wasn't the punks of the Rakan either. It seems my way of thinking is too old-fashioned. I thought in order to gain power, one must be among the powerful. But maybe that's just an obsolete idea. Do you miss it here?
Oh, it's you.
Do you have business with him?
Oh, no, not at all. Sorry.
We heard there was a man who recently spent a good deal of money down here.
Everybody who comes here always spends a good deal of money.
Is that the answer you wish to give me?
I didn't mean it like that, sir. Perhaps those guys back there. They seem to be betting a lot more these days.
I see. You seem to be doing quite well. Tell me, how can you afford to spend so much?
Who the hell are you?
We just saved, right? Using just what we managed to scrape from our wages. Hey, relax, have a drink.
けの幸せだった誰よりも深く心まで触れた今もこの場所で君だけを見つめて二度と戻らない夢ならばこうして忘れられなくてもう一度会いたい